in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you the NBA live on 2K Sports, along with Doris Burke, who will be joining us courtside moments from now. And brought to you by State Farm, here's a quick look at our starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Tim Duncan?
You know, it's amazing, guys. Tim Duncan's still a factor at both ends of the floor. You know, he's not quite the scorer that he was in his youth, but his defensive presence and the leadership that he brings to his team is amazing.
Yeah, he's a terrific passer, whether it's setting up teammates out of the post or hauling in rebounds and making smart outlet passes to get the transition game going. Love his calm demeanor and the ability to stay even-keeled out there. The defense caught dozing off that time.
Those open dunks, pretty high percentage.
Yeah, you're not going to miss many of those. I mean, this is really a poor defensive effort.
Here's Robinson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
It wasn't bad defense, but he got overpowered. Just not enough strength to stop him.
You know, sometimes you just try to avoid the foul, Clark, and not get in the way.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Exactly.
Yeah, no question. You guys are right. I mean, he seemed to think better of it and then backed off a little bit at the end.
Now here's Boozer. Over Splitter. Boozer, no luck.
And no defender was around him to influence that shot. It didn't hurt them there, but, you know, they can't make that mistake twice. Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Spurs shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And that one falls for Splitter. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. Heinrich with it. Kicks it to Dang. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Parker with it. It'll count. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Tie game in San Antonio. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, Parker and Manu Ginobili, their backcourt. Duncan out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Jackson in at the small forward. Diaw defended by Gibson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly and get 2 possessions out of this.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
On defense, Chicago. Jackson kicks to Diaw. Outside, Ginobili, and good on the basket. Hook it. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Parker with the steal. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. Count the bucket.
That's turning good defense into quick offense, Clark.
And that's the way to operate. Get up the court quickly. Don't waste any time. Whenever you have a chance to go fast.
Here's Dang. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. 8 points for Luol Deng. And we're through 2 here in a good one. Spurs lead by 1.
Now, presented by Sprint. Will the duel...
And welcome back. The Riverwalk, always a prime attraction here in San Antonio. Luol Deng really making a difference here.
Well, we know he can score, so it's not really a huge shock to see him put up these kind of big numbers.
And I would think that he most likely will continue to carry on this kind of play into the fourth.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Their front court, Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer, and Joakim Noah in the middle. Lip Hamilton out there with Nate Robinson. Here's Hamilton, and he misses his first shot. On defense, Chicago. They trail by 3. Duncan, the pass to Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, they've really picked up the intensity here since halftime.
I think they got the pep talk, and both teams now really going after each other.
Robinson dishes to Boozer. Robinson kicks to Boozer. Hamilton up top. Ball's knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
I like that one-handed spike right there.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, he's not going to miss many of those.
Robinson kicks to Boozer. Shoots from the baseline. The shot misses.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Spurs. They're up. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up, and we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for the Sprite Uncontainable Game segment. Doris?
And Kevin, our Uncontainable Game Award goes to the San Antonio Spurs. It's been one of those games for them where they've gotten all the breaks and all the rolls. I'm sure they won't complain about it, though.
Thanks again, Doris. So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. At the 2 and 3, Manu and Leonard. Splitter is out there with Matt Bonner. And it's Neal in at the point guard position. They better get a move on. Bonner passes to Ginobili. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Pull-up jumper. Nails it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did.
Heinrich with it. Leonard picks him up. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And so they foul intentionally.
At the line for 2.
He doesn't hit the first. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's Robinson. Yes!
That's grace over power, guys. That finger roll gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
Money shot. Connects!
Yeah, this club well on its way to victory. A beautiful offensive execution.
Yeah, I like the fact that it was wire to wire too, guys. A fantastic job for them.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win.